Welcome back on this Tuesday. As we saw over the weekend, severe weather season is upon us. It comes with many reminders, including how to keep your electronics safe from power surges. Thor Schrock with our partners at Schrock Innovations here to explain. First of all, yeah, quite a stormy Sunday night we had.
Yes.
I know one of the first things I thought, my wife thought, were we better protect our computer. I'm sure a lot of people thought that.
Well, the first thing I thought was we're building a new Lincoln Service Center off of 14th and Pine Lake Road, and I'm like, oh no, did it just get hit by a tornado? You know that?
Yeah, right. No, it didn't.
No, it didn't get there.
Good.
It didn't get there.
But what can people? We have a surge protector. How do they work? You think, oh, wow, I'm safe. I have a surge protector. Take it from there, please.
Well, everybody, it's common sense. You need a surge protector on your computer to arrest the surges, and what that means is your surge protector is a device that can absorb a certain amount of energy, and it reroutes it through the ground plug. So first rule of surge protectors is if you don't have a grounded outlet, if you have an older home that only has the 2-prong outlet, and you have one of those nifty little adapters, your surge protector is not doing anything for you. It's a waste of money. Don't even buy it.
Okay.
So that's the first thing. That's why my grandma would go around the house and unplug all the TVs and stuff when a storm would come, you know? So basically, the second rule of surge protectors is they don't last forever. There's a filament inside that burns up a little bit as it routes these surges down to the ground line. And after a year in Nebraska, you pretty much have to replace your surge protector, need it or not. You just don't know, because some of them have lights, some of them don't.
Yeah.
Some of them lights change, some of them are just power lights. You just don't really know, so you have to replace it out of an abundance of caution. Then you've got the third classification of surge protectors, which are battery backups. And those are devices that are designed to keep the power on during an outage. So each of these things have their role in the protection, but the first thing is if you haven't replaced, if you can't remember the last time you replaced your surge protector, it's time to replace it. If it's made of metal, that was done in the 80s, it's time to replace it. If it's part of a giant oak desk that you bought, that was a tiny little surge protector. If you got it for $10 at the hardware store, it's time to replace it.
I can't remember what I had for breakfast, much less when I bought these things, right? Going way back. So you're saying that not all surge protectors are the same. To make sure you stay up to date with them. Don't let it get old. What's the risk you take? Let's say you have a bad lightning storm or something like that. Your computer's on and you just let it. What's the risk?
Gotcha. So when your modern computers are on all the time, even when they're turned off.
Even when they're off.
Even when they're
turn it off, it's still on.
Yeah, because it's not a physical power switch. You're not cutting the power when you turn your computer off. The power supply still has power. That's why when you push that little software-based switch, everything comes back on again because it always has power. So the first thing is you have to have a surge protector to arrest all the surges that are coming in. And everybody thinks about it during storm season, but actually you generate 70% of the surges yourself within your home. If you've ever been vacuuming and the lights got dim and you turned the vacuum off and it got bright again, congratulations, you just made a surge. In Nebraska, we run our heaters or our air conditioners, or some days both. They all create surges when they turn on and off. So those are everyday things that will chip away at your computer over time and wearing it out. So basically right now at Schrock, we've got our surge protectors, our audible alert ones, half off. Now these are great. We sell fewer and fewer of them every year. It gets harder to sell them because they don't wear out. And when they do wear out, they chirp like a cricket. It's the most annoying thing you've ever heard. But you know you have to replace it then. You just know. So we tell people to buy 2 because you know it'll happen in the middle of the night on a Sunday night when you have to be up early Monday for work. The other thing that was battery backups. A lot of people say, well, I have a battery backup. We encourage people to get those to plug your modem and your router into, because it will keep your internet and your wireless network online in the event of a power outage during a storm, which allows you to get updates from the weather, basically to get you, Facebook for what's going on in the neighborhood. It keeps everything up, especially if you have kiddos. It keeps the iPads running. It keeps everybody distracted and calm. So having a little battery backup, we have those on special as well right now. A little battery backup to keep that stuff up and running when the power goes out is recommended.
Okay, Thor, thanks for summing it up. You always make it sound easy. Appreciate it. And, it's kind of like algebra. The teacher made it easy, but it was always hard for me.
Just plug it in.
Thanks very much for stopping in.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.